sport, as you may know, Trae Young said he will pass Stephencurry in 1 year as an NBA best shooters. This is ridiculous, right? So let's watch the videos to find it out.
Atlanta Hawks point guard Trae Young is one of the most exciting players in the NBA. Not one of the most exciting young players, but one of the most exciting period. He's fantastic, averaging 29 points a game and already one of the most creative, best passers in the league. Given Young's offensive flair and parking lot reach as a shooter, the Stephencurry comparisons came early and often in his career and remain low-hanging fruit for debate. Young has said he's looked up to Steve Nash as a young player and tried to model his game after Phoenix Suns league. But the Curry's comparisons come from the scoring. Nash was a true pass-first facilitator who just happened to be one of the best shooters in the NBA history. Nash, in fact, has said on numerous occasions that he wishes he wouldn't have played more like Curry during his career in terms of attacking more with a score-first mentality and seeking out shots off the dribble. Young has taken that part of Curry's game and run with it. He's a threat to shoot and convert from anywhere, and the attention he draws make him even more dangerous passer. But let's get this straight, Young isn't anywhere near the shooter that Curry is. I tell you because Young recently said on Shaquille O'Neal's podcast, The Big Podcast with Shaquille, that he was past Curry as the best shooter in the NBA within a year. To be fair, Young was obviously hesitant to take the bait, and Shaquille kept goading him. This was not in any way disrespectful. This wouldn't qualify as trash talking in any sense, or even a dove to overconfidence. Young should be confident. He's a good shooter with the potential to be great. Ultimately, that's all about a young guy having some fun on postcard. Still, it's an opportunity to restate the obvious because this isn't the first time Young and Curry have been talked about the same breath and wouldn't be the last. Young is such a superior shooter and is almost hard to overstate. Last season, Young shot 32% from 3. When the season was suspended, he was shooting 36% from 3. Meanwhile, Curry has never shot below 41% from 3 during any single season of his career, per cleaning the glass, which doesn't count end of quarter heaves. Curry shot 45% or better from three-point range in 7 of his first 10 seasons, and the other 3 seasons he was 42% and 43% twice. It's also a matter of shooting versatility. While Curry is equally dangerous on and off the ball, one of the weakest parts of Young's offensive arsenal is moving without the ball. Hawks GM Travis Schlenk has said multiple times that they've been drilling the importance of that concept into Young's head from the moment he arrived in Atlanta. But on the rare occasions that Young does give the ball up in a non-assist situation, he has a tendency to stand around. Young does the majority of his shooting damage as a ball handle, but he's actually only converting 34% of his shots off the dribble this season, percentage which puts him in the 74th percentile league-wide. Last season, Curry converted 43% of his shots off the dribbles, 96th percentile percentage. Young is making 46% of his catch and shoot attempts this season, which trumps Curry 44% last season. But those shots accounted for 38% of Curry's shot profile, while they accounted for just 8% of Young's this season. Young isn't anywhere near the off-ball threat that Curry is, and again, the on-ball shooting isn't that close either. When you add all of this up, and when featuring in all jump shots of the dribbles or otherwise, Young is shooting 35% from the field this season, which puts him in the 67th percentile percentage. Last season, Curry shot 44% on all jump shots, which ranked the 98th percentile. The season before that, Curry shot 46% on all jump shots, which was 97th percentile. In 2016-17, he shot 40%, and in 2015-16, This season's Curry hit an NBA record 402 three-pointers. At a mind-boggling 45% clips, he scored 1.28 points per shot and all jump shots, which puts him this 100th percentile league-wide. This just isn't even close. None of this is a knock on Young. We're talking about a guy in Curry who is, and by any reasonable standards, the greatest shooter to ever live. To suggest a second-year guy shooting 34% from three for his career is within years of surpassing Curry's as the best shooter in the game is obviously outlandish under any circumstances. Young is incredible, no doubt. He's a must-watch television, a far more dangerous shooter than his traditional numbers indicate. And there's every reason to believe that he's only going to be better as his career goes on. But to put him in the same breath as Curry is a bridge way too far.
Do you find this video interesting? If yes, let us know by the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe our channel because I'll come back soon. Thank you for your time and see ya!